Previously here at Beware the Q, we were given the opportunity to look at some interesting artworks which had been sent over to me by the mysterious artist by the name of Justin Curry. We have so far bared witness to the artist's interpretations of the Q, the Spacers, and the Killer Folk, and today we have been blessed with yet more works to observe and ponder over, the first being a rather gruesome affair, which I will show you in just a moment. But first, if you enjoy what I do here at Beware the Q and would like to show your appreciation, you can do so by signing up to my Patreon. Your support goes a long way to helping me keep the channel going and will allow me to continue to create new videos for billions of years to come. Thank you. Here we have the first new exclusive illustration in the Ultimaro's Revelations series, which depicts an alternate timeline where things go a little differently to the original story. These works of art can only be found here on the channel. If you see them anywhere else, then they're stolen. The image depicts an unfortunate Starman, a victim of the Q. Let's start from the top and work our way down the illustration and talk about what we see. The background. Watching helplessly as one of their brethren is transformed before them is a wall of colonials. These poor and pathetic creatures eventually covered their entire planet like sheets of flesh carpets, and would likely have grown on walls as well. It could be that the evil Q lined their buildings with colonials as well, as a sort of grotesque wallpaper. In front of them are three members of the Q race, in the midst of conducting a horrific procedure on their victim. The victim being a captured star person. He is strapped to some sort of apparatus, a device, which is modifying him and changing his form. The piece is mostly coloured in a dark shade of blue, mirroring the sense of misery, sickness, and defeat that this poor starman must be feeling. The Q watches the transformation takes place, cold and without emotion, or at least without any emotion recognisable to us humans. The text at the bottom reads, "Let the punishment fit the crime." Opposing the Q was indeed a heinous crime, deserving of the harshest of punishments, the transformation of these transgressors into living sewage processing filters with full awareness and consciousness. The story of this piece, sent by the artist, goes as follows. The Star People technology found on the Colonials' home planet was the most advanced out of all the ruins currently found by archaeologist Nemo Ramjet. It has been theorized that this planet could have been the capital and government for the entirety of the Star People, causing other planets to combine strength, protecting it during the Q invasion. The Star People would take heavy casualties, but with the combined efforts of many worlds would repel the Q waves crashing against the planet. After the second wave, many escape ships were filled with wives and children, which were sent to the Spacer colonies fleeing the oncoming third and, most likely, final wave. The picture on file depicts a warning sent to the remaining First Galactic Alliance, planets from a resistance group of Star People on the Colonials' homeworld, before all communications were stopped. The image seemed to be top secret and was locked away, and was never public due to the graphic nature, but was received before the resistance was wiped out. The images of the punishments inflicted to the Colonials would bring the remaining Star People leadership to its knees. When the planet fell, the Spacer population increased astronomically as hiding off-world became preferable to ever standing ground on planets ever again. Quite a haunting piece, wouldn't you say? Dark, desperate, and oppressive. I wish I could tell you that I had something a little more upbeat to show you next, but sadly this isn't the case. The world of all tomorrows can be a bleak and unforgiving one. Justin Curry has sent me two works to show you in this video, and while this next one does have a splash of colour, it still depicts a rather daunting prospect: extinction. In this illustration can be seen three members of the Terrosapien race: a father, a mother, and a baby. The mother cradles the child in her wings, with tears running down her avian face. The caption at the bottom reads, "The end is the beginning is the end." The story of this piece, as provided by the artist, goes as follows. Travelling the skies of the Terra Sapiens homeworld, Nemo Ramjet would find the ruins of these great cities high above the clouds. The annihilation of the Terra Sapiens sent a shockwave through the Second Galactic Alliance. In this alternate timeline, they were the first race to encounter gravital hostility, and so were completely unprepared. Mass hysteria set in as the Sun sphere began closing, and gravital fleets destroyed most planetary defences. Warning messages of the oncoming gravital threat were broadcast to all member worlds, but communications would end shortly thereafter. The Terra Sapiens would barely fight back before a planet-ending asteroid, commandeered by the Gravital, was detected heading straight for them, and ships and escape pods began fleeing into patiently waiting Gravital fleets. The image in Nemo's files depicts the last seconds of this Terra Sapien family's existence. The warning they would send would save countless lives at the cost of their own. It's a shame. The Terra Sapiens were said to be some of the greatest philosophers and thinkers that the galaxy had ever seen. They had achieved wonders during their species' lifetime, but it had now come to an end. Again, as can be expected from the artist, these works are of an excellent quality and would feel right at home within the borders of a professional graphic novel. Something tells me this artist has a bright future ahead of him. But what do you, dear viewer, think of these works? Leave a comment with your thoughts, and don't forget to like the video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel to be notified of future videos. And of course, my Patreon could always do with a few more members as well. Thanks for watching. This has been Beware the Q, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.